I don't have facts to back this up.
The allegation, first published by Politico, is that he sexually harassed two women back in the 1990s when he was the head of the National Restaurant Association. The few specifics include conversations filled with innuendo, and that he asked questions of a sexually suggestive nature, and that he invited one of the women to his hotel suite.
I am unaware of any sort of settlement. I hope it wasn't for much.
An interview to air tonight on Fox News with Greta Van Susteren, Cain said there was a settlement of about 3 months' salary.
I was standing close to her, and I made a gesture. You are the same height as my wife. I have never sexually harassed anyone, and absolutely, these are false accusations. I was aware that an agreement was reached. The word settlement versus the word agreement, I'm not sure what they called it. I know that there was some sort of agreement.
But I want your denial, if you would, to be a little more substantive. Do you deny that this ever happened?
Yeah, Geraldo, let me just tell you, this is just an example of the inside the white media attack.
No, JD, I'm not. I understand sleazy politics, mate. I hear you. It's sleazy. It's underhanded. It's why I'd never run for office. But I'm asking you now to talk about the substance of these allegations. Did it happen? Is it being misconstrued? Was there indeed here? Yes or no? Was there a cash settlement to two female employees of the National Restaurant Association?
Well, all I'm telling you right now is this is something that the establishment is trying to attack.
JD, you seem you are evading my question.
I would suggest that you contact the National Restaurant Association and ask them about any settlement. I am not personally aware of any settlement dealing with Mr. Cain.
You understand how that sounds?
Yes, I do. Herman Cain has never sexually harassed anybody, period, end of story.
There is a third woman who is making allegations of sexual harassment from her time at the National Restaurant Association. But more interestingly tonight, Herman Cain and his campaign are directly blaming the campaign of Governor Rick Perry of Texas for furthering this story.
Had to come out eventually because other people were there and witnessed it.
In fact, he's working for a super PAC that is working on behalf of the Perry campaign. So he's not working directly for the Perry campaign, but he used to work as a pollster for the National Restaurant Association. And he said in an interview with an Oklahoma radio station this morning, he lives in Oklahoma, that he witnessed many of these allegations happening in front of him in the late 1990s.
Let me say one thing.
I was going to make a statement.
With these documents, and that's what I'm going to talk about. So don't even bother asking me all of these other questions that you all are curious about, okay? Don't even bother.
It's a good question, though.
Are you concerned about the fact that these women do want to,
Perhaps one of them
wants to come forward? Are you concerned about
Excuse me.
He did doctor questions.
Excuse me.
I'll never know why Jesus came to love me so.
Blame yourself.